journey for me has been a tremendous learning curve, and I always want to look at it from how do I ensure that the people working with us takes out of the project the learning curve that I've taken, and it's very critical for us to look at it. I myself come from a finance background. I'm not an ERP specialist at all. I've got no background in ERPs, and I came into a project as a very green person, and I had to understand what are we doing. If we're in discussions, we had to really delve deep to understand why are we discussing certain subjects, to understand what the impact on the business would be. So it's been a very important element for me for me to understand the system, and then for my team to also understand and take the learnings out of it, because they've also come from operational backgrounds. They all came from SAFAL operations, and none of us had pure ERP experience. We had experience from end user, how we use a ERP, but not from a consulting background where we know how to design or what goes into the background of the ERP system. Now, that's been one of the greatest challenges and greatest achievements, if I look at how we progressed through since we started the project, is how do we progress. And if you look at the team today, it's I would say enormous achievement on behalf of everybody in the team to really understand what are we doing and understand how the system operates, how the system impacts on business and operations. And I can see it now that we've gone live on the system, is how the teams interact with the operational team and resolve the issues very quickly to where there's an operational need. They understand how the system is operating in the background and can very quickly get to a resolution for the teams to continue or find an alternative or find an answer to the operational teams of how to actually operate within the ERP system for a certain requirement. So that's been a great achievement for a team to really get into the detail of it. It's taken hard work, it's taken dedication, because it's kind of like going and studying ERP for a year and a half, and they've done it, and now they've got the understanding of how that ERP structure is linked to business. And I always look at it backwards, that you can understand business, but if you don't understand the ERP structure, it's quite difficult to really understand and analyze your results at the end of the month, to know what comes out of that ERP system. So it's extremely important to understand both elements and push it together, because then we can really understand what is the results coming out.